In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Star Wars announcements from Hasbro at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. We are going to be talking about some of the reveals, the release dates, and all things Star Wars from Hasbro. Very excited to be jumping into this with you. Let's look at the first slide right now. And we have Jedi Master Vernestra Rio from Star Wars The Black Series. If I messed up that last name, I apologize. But this one is definitely one I'm probably going to be passing on. But again, really cool figure. You got the purple lightsaber. You got a cool character design here. You got a Jedi here. So your mileage may vary on if that is a line you want to collect. But this is, I'll let this run for a little bit. This is the main line, and it will be coming out in spring 2025. Here we have Basil, the Jedi Order tracker. This one is definitely one I am thinking about picking up. This is also from the main line, and it will be coming out in spring 2025. This is just a really cool character design. Comes with Pip. It's just got, like, this is a really cute character, man, and one that I definitely am thinking about picking up. Little, characters like this are just really cool to add in the collection. Kind of adds a variation of size and things like that. So again, just from a character design standpoint and from a look of it, this looks really, really cool. Hasbro has us covered with Andor figures, and let's see who it is. And it looks like it is going to be Cassian Andor. This is part of the main line as well, and this will be coming out in fall 2024. So let's take a look right here at Cassian. The thing that I really like about this figure right off the bat is look how good this looks, man. This looks really good. This is something he wore in the show. You get the blaster here. I think the head sculpt is really strong for a Black Series character. It is the hair sculpt is really good. I just think that this looks like a brand new figure, one that they've updated the sculpt on, and it looks really good. This looks like it also has some good posability, some good articulation in the legs there, and and then the ankles. So again, this is one that I am definitely going to be picking up. Another Andor character, we have Dedra Miro. This is really cool to get a villain right here. Let's pause it. If you didn't see in the bottom right there before I paused it, it is part of the main line as well, coming out in fall 2024. This is one I'm definitely picking up as well. Again, I'm going to keep repeating it. Would love to see multiple versions of this character in other scales, but the Black Series has us covered here. So very happy that Hasbro is giving us more Andor figures, and I really think that this looks really good. You get this little, kind of this like notepad thing she walks around with. Really, really cool. Costume design, just a really cool character, and one that I think the sculpt work is actually really strong on this. Again, we're talking like Star Wars The Black Series, so like a lot of times, the sculpt and the likeness gets, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not so much. I think this is on the really good side. I think that this is a really, really good sculpt, and this is a figure I'm definitely going to be picking up to go with that Andor line. So definitely looking at picking up Dedra. Let me know in the comments below if you're picking up Andor or Dedra. It looks like we're getting mainline coming out in fall 2024, Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Vintage Collection, number 337. This is really cool if you collect the Vintage Collection. Personally, I do not, but it's something that I'm not going to lie to you, I have looked at before. I really, really like the packaging in the Vintage Collection. I really think they make really, really good figures on this line, and it's one that I've never collected, but I've actually thought about maybe collecting a little bit of. So let me know in the comments if I should be trying out the Vintage Collection. Let me know which ones I should start with. This Grand Admiral Thrawn looks really, really cool. And again, the Vintage Collection, if you collect this, I think this is one that will be coming home. This is one that if I did collect the Vintage Collection, I would definitely be picking up this Thrawn. Let's kind of go ahead a little bit, see if they show the packaging, and they do. I love the packaging for the Vintage Collection, like I just said. I just think it's really classic. It's nostalgic. It's like, it's old school, man. It's what it's all about with Star Wars. It's where it began in a sense. So really, really cool packaging, and I think that this is a great looking figure. They look like they got the lightness down really good in this scale. So again, Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Vintage Collection, mainline, fall 2024. Ahsoka the White right here, Ahsoka Tano Peridia, mainline, fall 2024. So fall 2024 is going to be really good, just in time for the holiday season. This is going to be exciting. Part of the Vintage Collection. Look how good this looks in this scale from the Vintage Collection. This is a really, really solid figure. The Black Series figures from Ahsoka look really good as well. they just always do a good job with Ahsoka, and this is another one that they really did well. Look at the costume design here. Look at the articulation, looks really good. The lightsabers look great. The head sculpt looks fantastic for a vintage collection figure. I am very, very impressed with this, and this is one that I definitely think would be coming home if I did collect this line of figures. But man, this looks really, really good. I'm very, very impressed with this look for the character in this scale. Let's move it ahead a little bit, see if we can get and here it is. We have the packaging. Man, that looks so good. And I love the packaging there too. I know I've said that before, but this just looks really, really good. I think Hasbro has done a really good job with this Ahsoka line so far in this scale. And Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ahsoka Tano Peridia look really, really good. So I definitely think that those are ones you want to keep your eye on coming out in fall of 2024. So here we go. We have the Black Series. So this is more of what I would want to collect and what I do collect. Getting back into a few of the Black Series figures, the Ahsoka line is definitely one that I've picked up a few pieces of. Like I said earlier, the Balin and Shin being the most recent ones I've picked up from this line. This looks really good. This one's definitely coming home. Even though I'm getting the 6 scale version of this figure, I still want it in the Black Series scale, and really excited to have this as part of the collection. Ahsoka Tano Peridia here. This looks great, man. I mean, I really think that, again, for a Black Series figure, for them to get the articulation, it looks like really good. The costume looks really good. Just the different accessories here with the lightsabers, and that sculpt looks really, really strong. Really good job on the Rosario Dawson sculpt there. So again, this is mainline coming out in fall 2024. One I am definitely going to be picking up. And here's the packaging right here. And again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I really like the Black Series packaging. It's not ones that I like keep in the packaging, but I really like the packaging. I like how you can just kind of see the open window right there. And I just think that looks really, really good. This is going to be a great figure, one that we are going to be getting in fall. So I'm very excited that we are going to be seeing that. Okay, so here we go. The Imperial Armored Commando. This looks really, really good. You know, this is one that, again, these are always ones that I just always keep an eye on. I'm not going to say that I'm definitely picking it up, but again, mainline fall 2024. Definitely one I'm going to be keeping my eye on, and one that I think looks really good, man. This is a really cool announcement, a really cool release. Look at the different accessories, the different it looks like it's got some good articulation there. The paint apps look really good on this jetpack on the back here. And again, man, it's an Imperial Commando, so like they're going to look badass, and this one is no exception. Looks like you get not only a blaster, but also like a pulsar rifle or something like that with it. So that's really, really cool. Again, this is part of the main line coming out in fall of 2024. This looks great, man. IG-12 and Grogu looking really, really cool. This is awesome. You get the different accessories here. You get different characters here. This looks amazing. Coming out in fall of 2024. That is very, very exciting. This looks awesome. This looks really, really awesome, and one that I'm definitely going to be potentially picking up. We got my boy Cobb Vanth. We got Cobb Vanth. The sculpt isn't the best. I'm already looking at this, but this is the vintage collection. This is not Black Series. So the rest of the figure looks amazing. This is actually one that I would almost want to keep the helmeted look on. This is mainline. I'm going to play this just so you can see it. Mainline fall 2024 Cobb Vanth. Let's go back just a little bit. Cobb Vanth Mandalorian armor from the vintage collection 343, looking really good, man. The paint apps on that jetpack look amazing. The articulation looks really good, and plus it's Cobb Vanth, man. Cobb Vanth's one of the coolest characters in Star Wars, in my opinion, and this is definitely one that I would be considering picking up if I collected vintage collection. Let me know if you were picking this one up. We're gonna keep it rolling. We have that's great. I love that. The deluxe card right here. I love this right here. This is really, really good. I love this packaging, man. This is one that I'd almost want to get and just keep it in the packaging. That's how I'd probably collect vintage collection, is like keeping it with the card. I just really like that. Again, it's nostalgic. It's got the character, you know, the actual actor, Timothy Oliphant, in the background there. So I really, really like that card a lot. That looks really, really clean and nice. This is getting great, man. They are killing it. Hasbro's just killing it right now with these vintage collection figures, man. The vintage collection is looking phenomenal this fall. This is a fan channel, so I'm going to play this just so you can see it. Fan channel and Amazon exclusive for the fall 2024 Blurg and the Mandalorian Vintage Collection Vintage Collection 335. This looks great, man. This is kind of your first look of the Mandalorian. You kind of have Blurg here. This is a great vintage collection piece, man. This is the type of piece that if I ever did collect vintage collection, I would start off with something like this. I might have to pick this one up, man. This is just too cool. This looks amazing. Let's keep it going. Look at this right here. Got the different things right here. This is so cool, man. Man, that Blurg looks amazing, man. And let's see what else we got. Do they have the packaging? Here we go. They got the packaging. Got this just this great presentation here with the packaging. I love it so much. It looks awesome. This is definitely going to be one that I'm keeping my eye on. This is just an iconic piece in my opinion. You got the Mandalorian here, and then you have Blurg here, and that's just so cool, man. It looks like this package comes with both. So really, really cool piece. One that I am excited that they have announced here at San Diego Comic-Con. Again, mainline, or not mainline, fan channel and Amazon exclusive, coming out in fall of 2024. The Armorer's Forge Vintage Collection 331. This is great too, man. If you're a big Mandalorian collector, and who isn't, man? We love the Mandalorian. This looks awesome. I mean, this looks really cool, and that's what I'm really liking when I'm seeing out of the vintage collection is they're doing a lot of really cool things with their sets and with their almost dioramas and stuff like that. I think this is a really cool piece, man. And this is one that I know that a lot of vintage collection people are excited for. Yeah, the packaging just looks great. I mean, that's just so nostalgic. That packaging right there. Mandalorian Armorer's Forge. This looks really, really good. I love the diorama right there. You get a little Grogu with it. You get the armor. You get some really cool accessories. You can build other scenes out of this. You can have like the Mandalorian with the armor. This can fit into a city display if you're kind of making like your own vintage collection like city or whatever. So it's going to look really good. Again, Hasbro Pulse and Disney Store exclusive, coming out in the fall of 2024. Cool about this figure is I feel like it's just, that's what's so cool about Star Wars is like, even though this is like, you know, technically from Jedi Survivor, it could fit in anything. Like it can fit with any of the other troopers, even though it's a video game licensed one, it can fit with other stuff. That's what I really like about Star Wars is a lot of their stuff can like mix together and it looks like normal stuff. You know, it just looks like it all belongs together. So that's a really cool piece. The Jetpack Trooper, that is a really nice piece. Comes with a blaster here. The paint apps look really good. That just looks amazing, and this is great. So that was for the Black Series. So those are the pipeline reveals. Here's what's coming up. I think for me, it's like the Anakin from Ahsoka is really cool. I'm personally really excited about the Praetorian Guard. I mean, I think that that's going to look really good as well. Let's see what we got. The pipeline reveals here for the Star Wars Vintage Collection. And here we go. We have Carrie-Anne Moss from Acolyte. That is really cool. For the vintage collection, if you're somebody who's wanting to collect Acolyte, looks like we're getting Yord from the Acolyte as well. There she is again from Andor. We are getting that as well in the vintage collection. Very, very cool. We are getting Obi-Wan Kenobi, huge for the vintage collection. That looks great. I love that look for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just love that look for Obi-Wan. We are getting Captain Rex from Star Wars Ahsoka, and let's see who we are getting in this final one. And we are getting the Mandalorians. Wow, from Ahsoka. That is too cool to come to the vintage collection. Vintage collection did a great job, and I just spoiled it a little bit. Hopefully y'all didn't see it. We are getting Balin, Skull, and Shin Hati for the vintage collection. This is exciting. Very, very exciting news if you're a vintage collection collector. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below how pumped you are if you're a vintage collection collector, how well you're doing today after seeing these announcements. What an amazing video. This one's run kind of long, but that was a 36-minute live stream where they went over all of this stuff. I'm going to link that video in the description below so you can get even more details from it as well. I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on all of that. Again, some of those Ahsoka Black Series figures, the Andor Black Series figures are ones that I'm definitely picking up. And after seeing all this, man, I'm going to have a second look at the vintage collection. I've always thought that would be fun to collect that. I've actually been thinking about picking up a few pieces from that. Let me know in the comments below what I should start with if I do start picking up a few pieces from the vintage collection. Thank y'all so much for watching. Truly, I really do appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. I think if you like this video, you're going to like it around here, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I've been How You Figure. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.